Allah long enough to know that Allah has not forsaken us. We are not afraid of the number on the other side. We are not afraid of the artillery. We're not afraid of the odds. There is nothing that you can say to shake us, because we're a people of faith. We believe. We're not alone. We don't need to see 10,000 angels come down this time. We know.
Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I am 30 weeks, alhamdulillah. It's actually a really heavy week for the whole world, but especially I think anyone who's got a conscience and who cares about Palestine. Lots of you guys would have known or have probably even found me from that side of things, because I have been an advocate for boycotting unethical beauty brands and supporting the Palestinian cause since I found out about it, to be honest with you. It's incredibly upsetting, infuriating, but also inspiring to see the way that they are handling this genocide. And my mum and my khala both called me yesterday and were like, you know, are you looking after yourself, because you know you are like in your seventh month of pregnancy now, and remember, like, everything that you're feeling, baby's feeling too. So of course they both were like, it's so hard to like switch off. By the way, look at this pregnancy acne I'm getting. The trimesters, whatever hormone it is that causes the acne, it's hit me hard. Honestly, genuinely, I'm actually very disappointed with people I know in real life who aren't Muslims, because to me, like, silence is violence. If you're just keep your mouth shut on this, then you're siding with the oppressor, and that's as simple as it is. Zero reason why anyone should just be seeing posts and having the opportunity to be educated and informed and then not sharing ahead. So anyway, from yesterday I have decided to get into a really good routine for my last 2 months of pregnancy now, inshallah. I've spent like the last couple of weeks sort of being down south quite a lot, but I don't plan to travel down now, and I am already in nesting mode. There's this app called What to Expect, and then once you join that, you are automatically put into like the cohort of other mums who are also having a baby in the same month as you. One of the things I didn't find helpful was someone was like, oh, when are you guys gonna start setting up your like bedside cribs? And literally 90% of the mums in there had like set everything up already, washed all the baby's clothes, like have the changing station ready. Bearing in mind we're at the start of October. I mean, some of them might be, to be fair, some of them might be having their babies at the beginning of December. We have just moved in August, now in October, but we've just not been home to really sit down and do that, and we've just about managed to unpack, still getting sorted, to be honest. In my second moving vlog, so that was in August time, my rings were still fitting me. There is absolutely no way with my swelling and extra blood and weight gain that is going to fit, and I feel like it's really apparent on my face. I feel like it's written all over my face, to be honest. Even in the moving vlog, I was like 5 months, I had a little bump. I was wearing this gown and I felt like in every mirror shot you could see the bump, and obviously now the bump is bumping. we're a lot bigger, alhamdulillah. Yesterday I actually got out my winter coat for my daily walk. Literally it was pretty comical because it was tight everywhere. I was just able to like do the zip up, and then I could feel baby girl just like this is too tight, mum. No, this is not gonna work. It was really cold, it's like very windy, so I was like, it's freezing, and I wanted to like at least get 45 minutes of walk in, so I managed to do the buttons around my neck and just under the bump. Literally my bump was just out. I was like, okay, right, time to buy a larger size jacket, so I did do that on H&M. That should be coming soon, inshallah. Made a list of things I want to do every single day. Part of those is like listening to Surah Maryam every single day. That's about like 20-minute surah, and I want to get into the habit now of reading Surah Muhammad every day with Zuhr namaz. Between Asr and Maghrib, I'll just pick another surah to either read or listen to as well. And then also like really focusing on my nutrition, because I feel like when you're traveling, when you're going up and down, when you're not really like in a stable routine, your nutrition is just not going to be on point. Like, there's this nutritionist on YouTube and she was saying that she has 3 eggs a day, but that's a lot for me. That's a lot. Even 2 eggs a day every single day is a lot. But I know how good eggs are for the baby, for brain development, for the protein aspect of things too. So inshallah, that is my plan. And I'm just gonna basically do like one day have it in an omelette, and then the other day do it as French toast. And I know French toast obviously is more on the sweeter side. You know, I'm having fruit as well, but the main thing is like getting the eggs into the system. A form of dairy every single day, whether that is just, you know, a milk or a yogurt or Aptamel, the drink, some sort of dairy calcium sort of product. Trying to up. I mean, there's so much information when you're expecting. There's so much information, it can be really overwhelming. And I think unless you were like super healthy before, super fit and healthy before, it can be really hard to like completely switch everything over. When I first found out about my pregnancy, we went and got a Ninja smoothie machine, and I was like, I'm gonna have a spinach smoothie every single day, and that did not last. But I'm also not gonna beat myself up about it and feel bad about it, because I did what I could with what I had with the situation I was in. Saying to my Khala yesterday, I was like, it's quite scary being in this stage of the pregnancy and just like knowing that like this next generation are coming into such a broken world. She was like, yeah, she was like, you know, we honestly felt the exact same when the war on terror, the war in Iraq was happening, and you guys were all really little and it was scary. She's like, but we didn't have as much probably like direct access to it because of there wasn't really social media then. And she's like, whereas now, thanks to social media, we actually get to see what's really happening. Like in a like, you know, like she genuinely was like thankfully for that, because the only thing they were obviously getting was the completely biased and racist Western media, which we know is just disgusting how much power they've held. But the thing is, they've always held it. Like, we've all gone to school, we've all done history here, we've all learned the power of propaganda and how Hitler was able to indoctrinate and brainwash so many people, and yet here we are like 100 years later and the same thing's happening. Before I get back, we're gonna sit down and look at the furniture that we need to order. We've not actually got anything. I was saying to Mum, I was like, we don't have anywhere for baby to sleep. I hope that she stays in here cooking till her due date or beyond. And I might not be saying that in the last month, I know, but obviously, like, if she was to come early, I think that's one of the scary things, you just don't know. I felt so unprepared. And Mum was like, you know, one of the pregnancy books that I read, they said that all you really need for a newborn is like a drawer. You just put like a blanket in it and that's it. They don't need much. I was like, Mum, I understand that, and alhamdulillah, like how lucky are we to like be able to say like that I would never do that. And she was like, also so many people tend to buy so much stuff that I don't use, so there's so many videos on YouTube of like what I actually use and like baby things that I regret buying and stuff like that. So all this stuff I need to do in the next couple of weeks. I have actually ordered my feeding chair, which is very exciting. I didn't choose to get like a official set or anything. I just found like a cute rocking chair. It's like a boucle fabric, and that's going to be living in the nursery room, which is lovely. But yeah, a lot of the big things we're still yet to get, but that's good. We can document it and like do it slowly and take our time. I don't want to just rush it, to be honest. I feel like at this stage now, even though I am more tired, I am more breathless, I'm definitely feeling the extra weight and, you know, the pains and the aches and everything. But like at this point, obviously, especially because like you're feeling baby move as well, and like, you know, alhamdulillah, like, things have gone well in the appointments, that it's like now I can start feeling like a little bit more excited. Whereas I feel like the first chunk of the pregnancy and some change, the anxiety was high. Yeah, positive thinking as much as possible. I have not worn this coat since I was teaching. Just looked in my pocket and pulled out a face mask and lots of colours, and I am a little bit traumatised. Ready for my Monday walk. I'm a bit late, I was supposed to leave at 15:15, but I've had to collect all the recycling. So this isn't actually all of it. Our mattress cover protector things just arrived, and so there's another parcel, but that I have to recycle another day. Guys, look at the view that I get to see, alhamdulillah, every single day. For as long as we're here, will never get over how lucky and blessed we are to live this close to water. And there's something so calming about it, and walking here every day, just doing dhikr or like listening to something, it's just stunning, alhamdulillah. And this is what I was meaning when I said that although I wasn't really up for living in an apartment again, the area that we live in now, it's just so gorgeous. I'm back home and I'm really proud of myself because I was only going to go out for half an hour and it ended up being a longer walk. Really pleasantly surprised to find out that Tesco is like within walking distance. I honestly feel so much better for it, and I just want to get in the routine, even if I have like one day off a week. But I really do want to, whilst I still can, stay as active as possible. But like now that like my life outside of my home has slowed down, which is a good thing, I still need to maintain the activity levels, especially because of like the whole physio thing and like my back pain and my PGP, which alhamdulillah has been much better, which is a relief. I'm going to show you my baby's first books, which I'm so yesterday I followed this TikTok recipe to make this really delicious like chili tuna cheesy crunch thing, and I had only a little bit. Yeah, oh my gosh, I was thinking that the fridge, I turned it up a little bit and it's literally turns into ice. Anyway, I've got a little bit of the filling left. It's like red onions, jalapenos, cheated and used tuna and sweet corn filling. I'm just going to add more of the filling into there, and then I'm just going to chop up some olives and make myself a nice at-home Subway basically. Each trimester has been so different. So first trimester you really just have to go by what your body is asking you to do. Times that is not eating many of the things you normally like to eat, unfortunately. And then second trimester, the energy is back, usually your appetite is back. But for me, I just found myself, I was so busy. I am treating myself still, like I'm having biscuits, like having some sweeties here and there. They say that the more variety of foods that you eat, the more you're exposing the fetus to the taste, and the better it is really for them all round, which is awesome. I never used to like olives that much. They are delicious, and I can't believe I went so long in my life without liking them that much. And I'm gonna heat this up. Don't mind that cupboard door being permanently open, that's because of the dishwasher, which still hasn't been like fitted in. I know, I've been washing dishes this whole time, can you believe it? Actually, it's honestly, it's been alright. That's the thing about pregnancy, like, I feel like the hunger just comes on in such strong waves. And then, obviously, like, it's not too bad at the moment because I'm 30 weeks, alhamdulillah, but as I know, like, as I sort of progress into 34, 35 weeks and beyond, there's just going to be a much less room in there for baby and all my organs. That looks so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, that was absolutely delicious, alhamdulillah. I'm now in the nursery, which has a lot of work to be done. First of all, I need to find a cute lampshade. Like I've replaced the lampshades for every other room, but I haven't found one for this room. I'll show you a little bit of what we've got going on here. Yeah, laundry drying and just a lot of stuff. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. We're lucky, baby is very blessed. As when I say that the weather has completely dropped in the last 3 days, I'm not kidding, it's gone so cold. And I'm so excited to open up these books. So the first books I wanted to get, and also I was recommended to get from our Sheikh's wife, which I thought was like such a good point, was Quran stories. So how cute is this? This is baby's first box of Quran stories. In this box, it's the story of Prophet Yunus alayhi salam, Prophet Ayub alayhi salam, Prophet Musa alayhi salam, Prophet Dawood alayhi salam, and there's one called The Two Gardens. They're board books, so they're good for babies to be able to hold. There is so much scientific research that goes into the benefits of reading to your children, vocabulary that they have, the exposure to language, the words, their development is so important. And like, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but my degree back when I was a young undergrad was in developmental and educational psychology, and so I feel like I have so much knowledge and understanding of the importance of the early formative years. And I feel like really, like with your children, you only really have their time and attention fully for the first 10 years. That's what I feel like. Then once they get into secondary school, high school, they obviously are then more focused on their exams and their bigger subjects and stuff like that, and then like their next steps and their path and you know, but the first sort of 10 years are very important, especially. And I think if you can try and get the foundation right there from the start as much as possible, then it'll be good, you know, it'll be helpful for you and for baby and your child's development. And the first 5 years, they are so important. Like from a psychological perspective, the first 3 years in terms of attachment are key. Just in general, how much they can pick up and how much they can learn is so important too. So anyway, this is the second one. So this is baby's first box of Quran stories. I've got the yellow one and the green one. This one we've got the story Allah the Creator. Then we've got Prophet Adam alayhi salam, Prophet Noah alayhi salam, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. So yeah, the first 10 books for my baby. I'm so excited to have these. Yeah, like I'm gonna have a little gold and white unit thing that I have in this room. I'm going to set up a little book area there for baby. We're gonna carry on using the double wardrobe that's in here, and then the rest of the stuff will just be like for the baby, although I think I will have to keep my rebounder in here as well because there's not much space to put it anywhere else actually. But obviously I can't rebound now until baby is out, inshallah, because my balance is a little bit all over the place. We're just trying to decide like if we want to get a little wardrobe or if we just want to get a chest of drawers. I really don't want to overwhelm this room. I think as well, unless we choose to get like a nursery set, like where you can get like 3 items for about £500, as in like a cot bed, a changing table and a wardrobe. Unless we go down that route, then we probably won't get a cot anytime soon, because inshallah baby will be in the next to me cot in our room for the first couple of months anyway. I just know I'll have so much anxiety like not being in the same room even if there is a monitor. So let's see what happens anyway. So yeah, I'll update you guys as the vlogs go on. Choir's back next week, so we're going to sit down and chat and decide together about things. We have been researching stuff over the last few weeks, but I think we really just need to sit down and focus, and that's something we've not had a chance to do. Anyway, now let's move on to the works order. Oh, I thought this was really cute for my niece. So this is a science book, Science Curious Questions and Answers. Obviously she's 6 at the moment, but as she gets older and she like gets more into reading and stuff, I think she'll really enjoy like growing with this book. And look at the beautiful illustrations in here, so nice. How does electricity get to my house? Why do I feel ill? And I think children, especially like around 6 to 8, have so many questions, and I know she's gonna absolutely love being able to like absorb information from here and then like teach us about it too. So I think she's gonna really love this. And also I love how there's a little brown girl at the front of the book. How cute is that? I know it sounds so simple, but I feel like that's the kind of representation that we just didn't have when we were kids, and we needed it, you know? So I love that. Dinosaur activity case, like a box that they can colour in. And on the inside they've got stickers, gel pens, activity books, colouring pencils, felt tips as well. Of course, when I saw the unicorn version, I had to get this as well. And now back to baby things. So I thought this was really cute. This is a shapes board, and this is actually for 18 months plus, it says. But I think we can start playing with it when we're young, a little bit younger, I believe so anyway. So behind each of the shapes is the name of the shape. I like how they've got like, obviously they've all got different faces. And I like the closer that I'm getting to baby being here, and obviously I'm well aware that there's going to be so much for me to learn, especially like with it being my first baby. And when it comes to baby like being a bit more interactive and adjusting to the world, inshallah, and everything like that, I'm gonna have a stash of things ready for her, which I'm so excited about. Okay, and then I got a lot of these first sets, which I thought were really cute. So this is a baby steps first book set. It's introduced little ones to first words, numbers, colours and animals in this delightful illustrated box set. Includes an ocean themed bath book, a first words buggy book for on the go, and a collection of flashcards to enjoy together. How cute. And on the back it actually says this is like retails for £17, so to get it for £5, it was a no-brainer, absolutely. This is a baby ladybird library, and it has 10 books in here. There's got 2 books that are like just for the first 3 months, which is when they really can only see black and white and they can respond to that. 8 books which have other stuff on it, so I'll just show you guys that there. But I just love how they really have included books from a very young age, because again, I really do genuinely want to try, inshallah, my intention is to try and read every day and get into a good routine of that. Books and reading was such a big part of my childhood, and I feel like all of us, like cousins, like my mum and my khalas, they really did make an effort to take us to the library and read to us, and it makes a big difference. And I got these, which I think are so cute, so I actually got 3 of these. I could not help myself. Basically this was again, but these are £5 each, which was just brilliant. So I've got My Learning Library first words in here. It says that the books also turn into a fun jigsaw on the back. I think that's going to be like genuinely so much fun for them, for baby, inshallah. This has got books on food, alphabet, bedtime, toys, in the garden, animals, numbers and clothes. Then we've got My Learning Library Animals edition. Love this. So cute. Again, it turns into a jigsaw at the back, and it's got baby animals, birds, farm animals, frogs, reptiles, insects, bugs, pets, sea creatures and wild animals as well. And then the final one is My Learning Library early learning, and this actually says this for 18 months plus. Alphabet, animals, numbers, shapes, opposites, colours, things that go, and food. Because it's got an age recommendation. It's a book. By the way, I'm not saying that I'm never going to put a screen in front of my child. That's just not realistic. But I'd much rather they be like interested and occupied and amused by books under the age of 1 than by, you know, lots of digital stimuli. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of ignore the rating on that. I just want to like give her the options to play with as many different toys and bits as possible. I feel like it's limiting her to be like, well, when she's 18 months then she can access this one just because it's got the alphabet in it. No, like realistically when we're reading we're gonna go through letters anyway, you know. So yeah, you don't need to stick to those things. And then I got myself one thing in this whole haul and I thought it was so beautiful. It's a resin bookmark maker. A bit random because like I've not done anything artsy crafty like this in a very long time. And to be honest, I don't know when I'm going to have time to do it, but I think it's really cute. Seeing these things like in real life as well just makes me so excited to like imagine like using them with her, reading them to her, and like, oh, I can't wait, inshallah. And I know that time's gonna fly so fast, so that's why. And I know, but I was gonna say, I know I probably won't have time to like be thinking about getting stuff when it comes to her being here, inshallah. Might have time, I don't know. I have no idea what kind of baby I'm gonna have. I have no idea what kind of, how quickly I'm gonna adapt to things myself as a mom. But yeah, alhamdulillah, feeling very blessed in what is honestly probably one of the saddest times in history, in terms of what's happening with Palestine. I am doing everything that I can in my power, and that includes like making dua, that includes raising awareness and speaking to my MP. And yeah, it's just heartbreaking, honestly. The first sort of like 3 or 4 days I felt really paralysed by it all. And I just found myself just sitting in one spot and like scrolling and scrolling, crying and getting really upset. And then I realised that like I have to take time out, like continue to educate myself and continue staying informed and continue, you know, sharing, raising awareness, but also taking time out and just chipping away at things I need to get done as well. Walking has been really helpful. Dhikr has been really helpful. Listening to Quran has been really helpful. Like it's all very soothing in a time which just, it feels insane that we are like witnessing this right now. Obviously by the time you guys will see this, time would have moved on by quite a lot because this probably won't be up till, I don't know, mid next year, mid 2024, inshallah. Yeah, that is my baby haul and kids haul. The works, I hope they never ever close down. I hope that whoever has brought them continues to fund them and they are not doing badly financially because they're amazing and I love that shop so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get about 2 or 3 hours of work done now, inshallah. I am trying not to sit down for over about 40 minutes at a time because I find that that really affects my pelvis area, and I am swapping out my desk chair for my yoga ball like in intervals. If I do it too much I get really dizzy. I probably will end this video here actually because yeah, I think this is more than enough content for a little 3rd trimester vlog, updating you guys on the nursery, and I'll obviously be doing a haul. This is the bathtub that we chose, which was very kindly gifted to us by my mamu and mami, so sweet. So I will be doing hauls and things like that as well of stuff that we've picked for baby. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying the baby content. I hope it's not too boring. If you're not interested in it at all, I totally understand. I really didn't watch baby content before it came to me thinking about having my own kids, and then suddenly I was watching every single baby video on YouTube. But yeah, anyway, I will speak to you guys very soon. Take care. Allah Hafiz.